young men, Catherine, who has been so used of God is Lonnie Frisbee. And I wonder if Lonnie could just share with us some now.
Well, the people tell me that I'm trying to look like Jesus. I can't think of anybody else I'd rather look like. Jesus, he changed my life, and I kind of relate it to like David the psalmist when he says that thou hast lifted me up from the dunghill, and he has placed my feet on a solid rock. And Jesus has lifted me up out of a horrible pit, and he's washed my heart from all the sins and all of the evil that I had gotten myself.
So, this video is going to be from the channel Who is Who in Hoaxology. Is Lonnie Frisbee the same as John Todd? So Lonnie Frisbee arises in the Jesus Revolution movement in California, where hippies can still remain hippies and yet know Jesus. Is the ultimate aim of that movement. In other words, never give up your sin. Now, Frisbee appears very close to the time another individual appears by the name of John Todd. And here is a site you can go to. This individual, the search for John Todd. Just a portion of this mysterious character.
Draft exempt. I did not have to go into service, but a bunch of us smart aleck young, I have to correct the pastor, not warlocks, but wizards and witches, went into the Army because we felt the Army really needed witchcraft. It just couldn't get along without us. And since the Army didn't think that they needed any chaplains that were witches, we just kind of went in on our own. So I went on in, along with a lot of others.
Interestingly enough, right now in the military, they do approve of witchcraft as a valid form of spirituality. Interesting. But anyhow, John Todd comes on the scene of history, and he's a very mysterious individual that just sort of comes out of nowhere. And he begins to tell everybody about the Illuminati. John Wayne Todd. Now, his other names that he will profess that because of the dangers of witchcraft, they changed names from Collins, Lance Collins, Christopher Collins. You can see all the names listed there, over here. Now I want to go to his date of birth, which if you look carefully you'll see is May 19th, 1949. Now if we go to gotta find it here, Lonnie Frisbee, his date of birth up here, June 1949. And of course they're both sort of popping up in none other than California. Now I've made the observation that Lonnie Frisbee was just an actor. And people have kind of gotten a little bit perturbed with me on that observation. But if you saw the film clip I played when Catherine Kuhlman is with Chuck Smith, Frisbee jumps up and seizes the camera and is quite natural in front of the camera. Very natural. Very photogenic. Eyes are glued onto him because he's got long hair and he tries to resemble the white Jesus. So I don't know why some people out there got kind of mad at me for saying he's an actor. Because basically all the people in front of the television screen on the religious realm are basically actors. You can take a look at more videos on this channel I have, Who is Who and Hoaxology, and I'll show you who they are. Alright, so I'm trying to establish the idea, the concept, that the actor that played John Todd is the same actor that plays Lonnie Frisbee. Now, John Todd kind of disappears from everybody, and he just sort of drops off the stage mysteriously, okay? After making all these appearances to tell everybody about the Illuminati and about the hoax lie system, about the controllers. And a lot of the information he gave was very, very accurate. In fact, he will even say that he handed Chuck Smith a huge check, I think $8 million, to get some false Jesus music started in a false church. And that money supposedly came from the Rothschilds. So there's quite a connection here with John Todd and Lonnie Frisbee and Chuck Smith. So we're going to take a look at the Pic-Tri-Iv, see what it can do for you or doesn't do for you. Okay, so you have this mysterious figure called John Todd on the left, and you have Lonnie Frisbee on the right. Now remember, they're listed as identically at the same age, basically. 59% match. For me, that's good enough to establish a good relationship. Now notice how I varied the picture of Lonnie Frisbee, but I still get 59%. Now I've done another one here. I'm going to have to reverse it on you. By the way, it's hard to get pictures of John Todd, substantial pictures that will work. But I'm going to suggest that the same actor, and again back to actors, that played John Todd plays Lonnie Frisbee. And if you watch some of so-called Lonnie Frisbee's sermons, he's more concerned in a few of them that I've watched with getting the congregation to laugh, and functions a lot more like a comedian rather than a preacher. So you can disagree if you like. Doesn't matter to me. But this is Who is Who in Hoaxology. Is Lonnie Frisbee the same as John Todd? Thank you for watching. End of video.